Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing great, hope you are doing amazing. By now I am sure every Atlas or Wukong mains in Warframe are heads over heels when it comes to Baroque. Now I'm not trying to hype it up because we don't want to be disappointed like this last few times we've had with a lot of Warframes. But Baroque could actually revolutionize gameplay in Warframe, and that is the way I'm seeing it right now. Today we're going to be talking about first, second, and third generations briefly, but mostly we're going to be talking about third generation frame designs, which I believe that Baroque belongs to. Now, while a lot of people look at him and say, hey, you know what, that is Zenyatta, I'm thinking in my mind that Baroque is actually reminding me a little bit of the monks from World of Warcraft. The ability design of those monks, the fighting styles, and how they are so crucial and also very versatile when it comes to groups and solo play. So why do I think Baroque could revolutionize gameplay? And why do I think he is a third generation design as well? Well, first, when we look at the first sets of Warframes before the reworks years ago, a lot of them are very one-dimensional. Ability sets are very linear and also separate from each other. But then when we look at second generation designs, which are frames that came in maybe 2 years and all the way up to this point, then we start noticing a lot of differences. We start seeing synergies between abilities, synergies between weapons and certain Warframe abilities. We can look at Harrow and we can definitely tell that the designs of Harrow is so much different from the first designs of certain Warframes when DE first launched the game in 2013. What we have right now is the era of synergy, which is the second generation. And one of the best ways to really compare that is if you look at Warframes like Excalibur and you compare it to, let's say, Harrow or Garuda, you can tell that there is a lot of difference in their ability design. Before Excalibur got the Exalted Blade, it was all one-dimensional as well. I mean, even with the Exalted Blade, it's still one-dimensional. Garuda is a second generation frame, while Excalibur is a first generation. Now, one thing I will say, however, is that Warframe synergies and ability designs changes the way a lot of people play the game a lot, most especially when it comes to the way people approach team compositions and high level content. But the gameplay is still one-dimensional. Most Warframes still need their weapons to reach the end goal, and only 3 Warframes are actually bridging the gap between second generation and third generation, which I'm going to break down very soon, and that is going to be Nidus, Revenant, and Garuda. These are 3 Warframes that are almost independent of weapons, almost independent of guns and swords and blades or anything like that. Baroque will change all of that, at least if he is anything like the World of Warcraft monks. He will become the first fully evolved third generation frame. First gen is a Warframe that has abilities but still relies on weapons. Second gen is one that relies on synergy and less weapons. Third generation, which Baroque will fall in, and which of course Garuda falls into a little bit, is a generation that is almost solely independent of all this weapon and independent of those restrictions. If you guys notice, DE has been transitioning a lot of these frames into second and third gen with a lot of reworks. Exalted Blade is a third generation design, and of course we have a lot of those things as well when it comes to DE separating modding for exalted weapons, which is a start of the third gen evolution. The basis of Baroque, what they told us, saying that Baroque is a pacifist, is also a great thing for us to pay attention to. A pacifist, by definition, is somebody who opposes war. And if you look at people like that, there are chances like people like this don't own weapons, or they don't like to use weapons of any kind. So if we are factoring that into the design of Baroque himself, yes, of course, we will still be able to use weapons in the game, but if we're factoring this into the ability of that Warframe itself, Baroque will most likely be fighting by channeling all the chakra he has stored up, and he will likely fight the way Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme fought in the movie, the way their abilities are and how they handle weaponry and the arcane arts. That's kind of like the way I see Baroque as far as design is going. Now, of course, I could be wrong when the Warframe finally releases, but that's one of the things that I'm seeing right now. Now, this is a type of warframe that will create a three-dimensional playstyle and approach. We already see that Garuda can fight without equipping weapons, and I think Baroque will be able to do the same thing. He will probably be able to channel his energy into his palms, 8 trigram, 64 palms, and I think that would be very cool. This is why I'm really excited to see the abilities when they finally decide to release it. They might not show us anything until the Warframe releases, but I'm really excited to see what they come up with. Now, I don't get too hyped for it because, I don't want to be disappointed in the end, but I hope that his ability sets will be incredible, a Warframe that is immensely powerful without the use of weapons. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you think about Baroque. Do you think Baroque will be a game changer in terms of playstyles, transforming the second dimensional gameplay or the one-dimensional gameplay that we have right now into a three-dimensional gameplay without the constant reliance on weapons and all that kind of stuff? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more. And also don't forget to turn on your notification icon. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this. I'll see you in the next one.